Time to check in on construction projects around the Disneyland Resort, like this sudden elevator that they put up at the Pixar Place Hotel. Christmas all over Main Street, the latest from Tianas Bayou Adventure, and our first look inside Adventureland Treehouse. First, let's get you caught up on what's happening in Toontown, where old walls are down, but new walls are up. The walls that are down are those at Centennial Park. It is open again. You can see they still got that green scrim up back in the rear of it, but kids can run and play in the grassy area and on those routes around the tree. Everything looks to be, pretty good. It looks pretty clean, actually. Now, there are still walls up around the fountain. That's not open yet. The fountain is still being worked on. They've got a separate set of walls around that. So just Centennial Park has been reopened. But with Centennial Park reopened, it is time now for Goofy's Play Yard to close. And you can actually see there's a scaffolding up around that beehive up there. Yeah, see that? Why is there scaffolding? I mean, I asked because my assumption was that what they've been doing, the issues that they're having, is with the ground, the flooring, the terrain, not the actual structure itself. Unless this is separate, independent of the ongoing issues. But the fact that they're scaffolding suggests that they're doing something to Goofy's actual house. I was not prepared for that. I was not prepared for that. Now, having said that, I have heard a rumor that they are doing something with his house, and we could be seeing more scaffolding and more work being done, although it's not supposed to be an extended closure, so I'm not sure what to make of that. It's not supposed to be closed for a very long time. We'll have to stay tuned just to see, if it's just that one piece or if there's more to it, and then if the rest of it is, in fact, the flooring issues like what we saw at Centennial Park and around the fountain. Obviously, Donald's boat is still behind its walls and scrim. That's not gonna, it was supposed to open in the summer. I feel like they just changed their mind, said, we'll just hold off on this, get everything fixed at once, and, open up both Goofy's house and Donald's boat. Well, the splash pad anyway, at the same time. But now you can't even access Donald's boat. Actually, you could before you were able to get into Donald's boat and around it, but now you can't get anywhere near it. The walls are complete now. See that? There's a rogue scrim and scaffold set up there in the back of Toontown. That's going to take some further investigation. And it looks like we might actually be able to see something from Gadget's coaster, so we may have to reinvestigate that. I can't tell if it's what it's actually around or for. This angle's kind of not good, or to get a good idea. I mean, yeah, we're too close to it. We need some distance, but I feel like the only way to get that is from Gadget, so looks like we'll be riding Gadgets for a little while. Take a quick stop at the Mark Twain, where I don't have any video, but I do have this photo provided by the Fresh Baked Street team of an unwrapped Mark Twain. I see we got a pelican in the left of the frame there, which suggests that this is taken from Pelican Landing, which means that we're looking at the rear third of the boat. The paddle wheel will be just out of frame to the right, and that looks like it would be the lower deck, but I don't really see, I can't really make out any sort of observable repairs being done or anything. Yeah, you can't see the flooring. The flooring is covered in those planks, so too difficult to say if what's being done there. It doesn't look good though. It looks a little invasive, but I mean that could just be because of all the scaffolding and stuff getting in the frame. It muddies the image, as it were. If we slide up a little bit, we can see the middle deck. I'm not seeing anything observable there as well. This is going to be a tough one to track, man. This is going to be really tough to track. We'll go next door to check out Tianas Bayou Adventure. Last week we observed that they had lopped off the top of the mountain. We had some commenters suggest that the reason for that is that they used that, they basically took the cap off so they could drop stuff in, which seems logical, except that I haven't seen any cranes or any sort of heavy equipment to do that kind of thing. Or maybe they don't need to, I'm not sure, but it is logical that part of the reason why they're at least defacing the mountain the way they are is just so that they can get access to the inside, because they have to do a lot of work, especially on the drop right there. They're going to put Mama Odie's lights up in there, and that's going to take a lot of work. I finally did get around to watching some footage of the construction progress going on at Magic Kingdom. And it's encouraging, to say the least, from what I've seen to, compared to what we have now. We're 5 months behind, so it's difficult to say. But what I can tell you is that, the way it looks now is nowhere near how it's going to wind up looking. And they're not even all the way there yet either. They're only, half of the stuff done on the outside of the mountain. But we should be seeing, if the timelines are consistent, we should be seeing the water tower soon. We're about 4 months. We're not 5 months behind. We're 4 months behind Tiana at Magic Kingdom. And that was 4 months ago that they got theirs installed. So where you're seeing just nothing but bare rock right there, the red rock, etc., that's going to wind up being covered in some nice, grassy areas. Kind of like how this situation is right there, but a little bit more lush, a little bit more full than that. So I am expecting that grass to be gone at some point, is what I'm saying. Probably. Like, I have a feeling that's what they're doing here. Where that red tarp is, where that's what they're doing, I believe, is taking the previous grassy areas off the top and getting ready to replace it with something new. And those, the mountain work there, that's all going to get freshened up with, new paint. Yeah, I have a feeling we're not going to see heather. That looks like heather. I have a feeling we're not going to see any heather or something-ish in the final product. Now that I think about it, though, as I watch this, maybe the reason why we haven't seen our water tower yet is that they are behind schedule. I had heard that rumor before also, that they were running behind already, that it was a little more difficult to get into things than they thought it would be. Hence the, the desire to, extract even more, to deface even more the front of that mountain. All right, here we're back at the entrance, and we have new white X's. They've added another X on that center stud, I guess is the word there. And there's another X on the far right as well. An X, or I should say to the right of that stud. I'm really curious what that is. By the way, if we're matching things up to what's happening at Magic Kingdom, this building, the barn entrance, will be painted yellow. I don't know if they're going to put the mural there, but that barn entrance will be painted yellow. I'm not going to show you that because I want to. You guys can find on your own if you want to look it up, because I don't want to spoil it for anybody if you don't want to know. Although you're watching a construction report, so it's likely you guys like to look behind the curtain, but just to be safe. Not much to report on back here, though. This all looks to be just as we left it, and it's what I've been expecting to find every week that I go back there. I was not expecting to see Rabbit, though. Rabbit was happy to see Liz at this moment. That's so great. Oh my gosh. What? Okay, we have to go back and watch that again and see what she said. It's adorable. Rabbit was just all up in there. She didn't even see that coming. Quick drive-by on the train. They're protecting that tree somehow, or for some reason. I don't know if that's standard or not, but they've got those, the boards up around that tree. I wonder what that purpose is. But otherwise, everything looks pretty gutted there, but not much more to report. Okay, we're going to change gears real quick, and we've entered the Eek portion of our show. Christmas is up. Just about everywhere. This is the fastest, I think, that I've ever seen them install Christmas. The fastest. I thought it took, it took like a week, 10 days almost the entire time. They did a little bit at a time last year. They got almost everything up in what are we on this was filmed on the 3rd. So in 3 days, they've got just about everything but the Christmas tree up. Everywhere. Wherever there's Christmas decorations, normally it's up. I literally, I think the only thing left are maybe the windows, the window displays, and then the tree. And then the garland that, connects the two sides of Main Street. But everywhere else, I'm seeing just tons and tons of Christmas decorations, and I love it. Love it. The holiday season is peak at the Disneyland Resort. By the way, the tree I'm told it's going to be installed on Monday, this coming Monday, which is what the 4th, 5th. That's the 6th. They're gonna have the tree up on the 6th. We won't be here to capture that. I'll be out of town on that day. But by the time you see this, the tree will be up. Beautiful. And the castle too. We mentioned this in another video that we did, that the castle has now gone beyond just snow and icicles. Now all the Christmas decorations are up on the castle, all the garland and the Christmas decorations, looking beautiful. I cannot wait to see those lights come on November 10th. I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose my mind. I love it. And watching the first lighting ceremony, tears will be shed. By the way, this does also include DCA. When we just published our State of DCA report, and in it, I've talked about how 90% of the park DCA was still decorated for Halloween. That's no longer the case, obviously. In the 3 days, or actually 2 days. Yeah, I shot that 2 days ago. In the 2 days since, they've taken down all those Halloween decorations and put up all of the Christmas decorations. Even the big giant bear in his his Christmas sweater. They're even building the meet and greet for Santa. That's Santa's little meet and greet area over there at Redwood Creek Challenge. Delightful. The very best Christmas or Santa meet and greet you're going to find anywhere. It is my favorite. Better even than the one they do or did at Critter Country. And they still do one, but it's not as elaborate as what they do today. This is elaborate what they do here. It's fantastic. Do they normally put Christmas decorations up at Little Mermaid? I think they do, but for some reason that struck me because they don't normally decorate other areas of this part of the park. Also, the Festival of Holidays booths are out. They're not open obviously yet, but all the booths are out. We're hoping to do a foodie guide on our other channel, Fresh Baked Presents, so stay tuned for that. That was Winter Sliderland, Brews and Bites, always great. Merry Mashups. I don't think we're getting any new ones this year, are we? A Twist on Tradition, standard. Making Spirits Bright, seen that one before. Yeah, so I think we're getting pretty much the same named booths, themed booths, although the food will be different, obviously. And here's your decorations on Buena Vista Street, also delightful, but they don't have their tree yet either. I don't know if they're going to do that one on Monday also, but probably. Oh, that looks lovely. Buena Vista Street proper looks lovely. And this, by the way, oh, perfect timing with the monorail. Well done. It's also very bright out. It has been, so I'm glad that we were even able to capture the colors without getting too washed out. That looks great. And there it is. There it is. That's the Christmas tree. It's backstage, waiting to go on stage in just a few days. All right, let's get on the monorail. We'll go right back where we were to check out downtown Disney. Things look to be about status quo here. Still dirt. Oh, they put up some walls. Are they getting ready to open that maybe? Why would they put up walls here? There were no walls there before. You used to be able to see the ground. You could see the fake grass down there where the palm trees are. Why do they have, now it's just a scrim. They took the walls down on that side. Oh my goodness. That's huge. That's quite a development, which means, I mean, we could at least see what they're doing with our eyeballs. We may not be able to see much with the camera, but we might be able to poke our just take a look with our eyes and then report on that, perhaps. These guys are working on the, I've been calling it a guitar pick stage, but this may not be a stage at all, you guys. Although they're supposed to be doing live performances here, and I would have thought, well, there's lighting. It's got to be a stage. Why they wouldn't put all that lighting up there? I asked that question because what we're going to see here in a minute, and obviously that's this view from the Disneyland Hotel. Why would they need to build an ADA ramp if it's not for guest access? But if it's for guest access, how, you don't let guests go on the stage, right? That's kind of confusing for me. I don't know. That's interesting. Is that even big enough to be a stage? Now that I think about it, I think it is probably, yeah. So we got walls up back there, and you can see they run the length of. Maybe that's why they installed the grass already. I asked that question a couple weeks ago. Why did they install the grass already? It seemed like it was way too soon. They're going to open that up. To do what, though? They're not anywhere near complete on the gift shops, the locations behind that wall, where the food and retail locations are going to be. Obviously, Din Tai Fung is nowhere near finished. Are they going to let people walk through there, perhaps from parking at at the Simba lot? That's a very interesting development. This will be that entrance. This is the entrance that we're looking at here from the Simba lot. Well, that's the Paradise or Pixar Place Hotel parking lot. And then the Simba lot is out of frame to its right. And that's probably why they repaved that area that we saw them finish up last week or the week before. They're getting ready to open that up. Just so people can walk through there. Nothing more. That is very interesting. Then one last look at the far right covered area. The walls continue up to that guitar pick, and then it curves out behind it. I could not figure out why they did that. Why did they plant the grass? Why were they putting in those lighting, the new lighting that we saw last week? Why were they doing that? Now we know, maybe. We've been tracking this little project here for a few weeks now. They're redoing something at in the pavement at the ESPN Zone entrance to downtown Disney. They've now blocked it off. You can't even walk down that way anymore. That's an interesting development also. Why that's necessary, I don't know, but that's interesting, wouldn't you think? And just nothing but multicolored walls there now. We'll head over to the Pixar Place Hotel where we're still waiting for the Pixar mobile and the Pixar ball out there at the entrance. I still believe that that's going to be a thing. They're gonna put that thing in there. I think it's going to happen. They wouldn't have shown us that concept art if they weren't going to. Here's a new development. Look at that. You got a, whoa, okay. Well, we're not going to look at that just yet then. We're going to look over there first. Now we're going to look over here. No, we're not going to look over there. We're going to look at the store. It's Story. You get it? Story. Get over there. Okay, look, there's no way. Can I look at the doors, please? There we go. That's what I want to see right there. That used to be just a black wall. And now they've installed some glass doors. That's your entrance to the Great Maple Restaurant. They're nearly done. They're supposed to finish this by this month, actually. It's supposed to be finished this month. Let's go look outside and see what they're doing. Actually, before we do that, what is this? Where are we? Where are you? There's a whole mob of construction workers over there. Oh, this is the drop-off. And they got a lot of crew down there. They're up to something. Let's investigate. That wasn't... How long has that been there? That can't have been there for long. I know it hasn't always been there, but why would they... That's... Okay, so this is... I've seen these before. This is like a construction elevator. You use this just to, you know, get crew easily up to different levels and to bring materials up and down. But why? It's not like they have anything else to build, right? This thing is built. It's been built. Been done built for a while. I'm going to need somebody to help me out with this. I need to understand why they put... Because that... I mean, no, that was not there before. And it's working, too. Yep, the door's just shut. There it goes. Now it's going down a level. 14, 13. Okay. I mean, okay, so that's got to be... That's just for crew, but why? What is the reason? Oh, look. There's a window open. What are they up to? What is going on at the Pixar Place Hotel? This actually isn't officially open yet either, is it? There it goes again. All right, so this guy, he's painting, right? Or something like that. Maybe not paint, but like a sealant or something. Yeah, it's not... He's putting a finish on that. That's wild. Are these rooms even done? That's got to be it, right? They just got... There's still help. I need help. SOS, Fresh Baked. One more trip along the scrim here to see what's going on with Great Maple, which is... I mean, we can't see much apart from that one far end, which, you know what? Let's just skip to the end. And there it is. Oh, they left it wide open. This is getting bold. Is it done? I don't even know. I don't know. I don't even know where the restaurant is. It's inside, right? The restaurant's inside. So that's all outdoor dining that we're looking at, which apparently is not done yet. All right, so we'll wrap with our first look inside the Adventureland Treehouse. Disney posted this video the other day, and it's beautiful. Okay, so spoiler alert, if you don't want to see what this thing looks like yet, click away, because this is as good a look as you're going to get until we show up on November 9th in about a week. But they took a very long, loving look at this treehouse, and it looks fantastic. I don't want to give away too much. Let's just show you some highlights. They got a little sign for the water wheel. Love that. Is that a creature? That's a creature. They put a creature on the tree. That's great. I wasn't quite positive what kind of creature that is. This is the kitchen. There's that ostrich. That's great. Mother's musical room. I can't. I gotta stop. This is too great. The daughter's, oh my gosh, the daughter's room. Okay, that's it. I can't show anymore. Guys, we're just gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait for the grand opening of Adventureland Treehouse. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm losing my mind over Christmas. I'm losing my mind over this treehouse. My heart is full. My heart is full for Disney right now, for Disneyland. I can't believe it. This is so great. Stay tuned to Fresh Baked. We're gonna bring you all this. November 9th, November 10th, and November 11th. The most stupendous week of filming that I can remember doing in a very long time. I can't wait. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Follow us on Instagram at _FreshBaked, on X at Fresh Baked Disney, that's Fresh with no E, and on TikTok at Fresh Baked Disney. And if you like our show and want to show your support, please do consider joining our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/freshbaked. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. Fresh Baked.